Tonight what we're doing is we're also hello, sorry for that brief glitch there. Tonight what we're doing is why is it, I don't know why it's saying we're streaming DayZ. We're not streaming DayZ yet, though I intend to. Tonight what we're doing is we're streaming. Is something not working for some reason? I don't even know. Okay, where is Perseus? We're just gonna do the good ending, where we're gonna side with the Russians, right? Or rather, sorry, we're gonna do we're gonna do like multi layers of irony here. Got confused. We're gonna do the ending where we work with the CIA assholes to destroy the Russians, as opposed to previously, you know, destroying the West.
When the plane leaves trap zone,
Okay, good.
stopping in Duga.
Good. Excellent. Excellent.
Here's what you don't.
All right. Yeah, you can watch the YouTube videos, which Dan has been assembling. They're really great. You're welcome to support the chat via Patreon, support the stream via Patreon. I'm fucking exhausted, folks. Like, who even knows what happened today, right? Like, I tuned in, and people were like, oh, there's a coup is happening, and maybe a coup is happening. I don't know. Again, who would even know if a coup happened or not at this point? So this guy's gonna wax us. We're gonna have a series of traumatic flashbacks where we're gonna get MK Ultra by Robert Redford from Spy Game, and then we're gonna have a kind of a trippy Apocalypse Now style implanted memory sort of thing that's gonna happen, and we're gonna make different choices than we did last week, so that this time we move through that expeditiously, and then once we exit that dream trauma world, we will side with Robert Redford, as opposed to killing him and killing Mason and killing hundreds of millions of people. I'll believe you. I'll help you if I can. I love it when the CIA reinvents me.
We needed to give you a new identity to replace the old. Sims and I both wanted you to be CIA. You didn't resist it as much as we thought you might. And we were able to utilize your language and cryptography skills as an added bonus.
Ah, kaktalat over. Alright, we're just vibing. Everyone's in a good mood. Look, we're going to do this. We're going to do the good ending. And then the plan is we're going to pivot away from Call of Duty. And we're just going to play DayZ. There's a new DayZ update. We're going to play DayZ in friend of the stream, Richard's space, the Chernobyl Socialist Backpacking Club. And our goal there is to build a anarcho-syndicalist cooperative space. And the specific goal tonight is that I want to find some primo seeds somewhere on the map, and I'm converting a prison into a giant grow-op. And yes, we will be growing marijuana virtually tonight. That's the goal.
Interrogation didn't work with you, but thanks to MK Ultra's research, we had a backup.
Okay, cool.
If you believed you were someone
yeah, I'm going to say, there's going to be stuttering for whatever reason. Right now, we're wired. We're at we're streaming at this full 1080p. The stuff that you're seeing here that's glitching is happening natively on my box as well. So, you know. At some point, if I can get one, if we can find one, I'll get an Xbox Series X. We won't be having these problems, but also this game is a resource hog. It's just it's just shit. Alright. The multiplayer is very smooth and swift, but this is just janky, and I'm sorry.
The trigger phrase kept you in line, but it didn't get us everything we needed. Your innermost secrets were always locked behind a door.
I mean, supposedly they're... I was trying to follow it, like... The Trump administration did a press conference, and he's been calling governors and electors and trying to get and specifically the Wayne County votes. He wants to have, like, decertified, whatever the fuck that means. Like,
what we've done to you.
It's certainly...
fully understand the stakes.
It's very unclear, like... It's very unclear, like, what people are, like, sincerely actually think they're going to be doing, or what they're just doing out of a kind of rote habit of always trying to get away with shit, or, you know, maybe they're actually going to get away with something. It's very unclear. I have no idea. People I know and respect, and who are, like, good politics observers are scared, but then also some of them are like, this is crazy and isn't going to go anywhere, so who knows? That's basically what the situation is with this coup thing.
This is your chance to find who you really are, Mel. Where is Perseus?
Okay. we're doing... Right. This time, we're doing the good ending. We're helping.
Sims, get Washington.
That's right, missing... Thank you.
Everyone else gear up. We're leaving now. You made the right choice, Bell. Come on. You're still one of us.
Oh, wow.
Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
That's so
You've been given
badass.
an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil.
The United States and its allies slowly consume that which is dear to us.
We are hours away from Perseus detonating nuclear bombs in every major European city.
I want to remind you of a plot
We'll
point
do
once this
whatever it
cutscene
takes.
and its jankiness is done.
Some of us will cross the line to make sure the line's still there in the morning.
And again, this is the classic, this theme of all the games, right? Some people are willing to
No one's gonna brand us heroes
transgress
or
to
villains.
preserve the world order, right? But
They don't know us. As for me, I've been chasing this ghost for 13 years.
this is just the game. Like, we're running off an external drive. Like, it's just janky. So just a reminder in the game lore, the U.S. has planted nuclear bombs underneath every single major European city to deal with the Soviets. Now, the villain, who is the bad guy, is going to activate these bombs. And he's like a Russian nationalist, imperialist. It's very unclear. Like, he's sort of Soviet, but doesn't talk about communism at all. It's, again, the bad guys are always just... They're always deficient, right? They're never actually fully fleshed out characters. The only people who we're certain of are ourselves. The other is always just bad. He's going to detonate those bombs, which again the U.S. put everywhere, and then the U.S. is going to be blamed for it, even though the U.S. put them there, because it's very important. We have to stop him from doing that. So now we're going to do that. It's the final mission.
About time you caught up, boys.
No way, Mr. Nick. Motherfuckers are gonna pay for Ice Park and Lazar.
Look at your chance. Solovetsky's 2 clicks out.
All units,
Yes,
ESP in transit.
that's exactly right.
Starfish inbound.
It's pretty much Jack. Like, that's precisely right.
Baby hits, we'll have 12 minutes max
Yeah.
before
These are like,
towers come
the
back
counterinsurgency
online.
warriors are like the...
Guns who give our warbirds a clean shot.
They're like the frontiersmen who like go native and they cross the line from civilization to quote-unquote savagery and thus become a little bit savage themselves, but we need them to stand on the guard to police that boundary. Oh shit.
Me, that loosens some fillings. Light 'em up.
When you push it further, it gets a little ridiculous.
Lots of
Oh,
bad
cool.
guys.
I can tell you already that this is a much better final ending, like final mission than the other one. Clearly the game wants us to make this choice. Oh.
Push up, go, go, go.
Alright, we're just gonna wreck this beautiful monastery. Yeah, I'm definitely definitely just destroyed. I killed a whole bunch of Russian monks, like these poor Orthodox monks.
Handgun, straight ahead. RPG.
I think the game has a light auto assist going on with the aim, which makes a lot of this easier. But I am just
Push, cover right.
Well, where'd your C4 blow that thing to shit?
oh cool.
Fire in the hole.
Nice work, Bill. Head for the church.
You need to destroy the church, Bell. And remember, Bell is... We're Bell, but actually... We're Bell now, but we used to be an unnamed Soviet, but also we got the chance to pick our own...
We're on it,
biography, and we chose to be white, African, and for some reason that remains unclear, the game let us be non-binary and do war crimes. And
You know that's not good enough. I can't risk an early strike. We only got one shot at this.
You don't think I know that? Just be ready to launch when I tell you, Hudson.
God, this voice acting is terrible, though. Right. I'm not sure what type of gun this is. A Type 63. It's semi-auto for sure, but I wish they would give us some like more obscure Cold War weapons. Like I want a G11, right? I want to shoot caseless ammunition, flechette and shit. They did it in the original Black Ops. Whoops. Thank God we're playing on Recruit.
Take him down, quick.
Whoops. My grenade bounced off that guy. There we go.
We got 5 minutes before all of Europe goes nuclear. Pick up the pace.
Put it that way.
Power's coming back on.
Adler, you seeing this?
Hopefully the graphics are streaming better now, because we're running wired here.
That gun
Like,
ain't cleared. Watch it. Heavy MG on the ridge.
oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh Jesus Christ.
Get your tape out of there.
We're just gonna keep doing that because that was incredible. We're just gonna John Wick our way through this monastery. That's probably true, actually, Tom. Yeah.
Adler, you seeing this?
Woods, we're running out of time. I gotta tell Hudson to
Don't worry.
That's a big
They're
deal.
bad
That
guys.
gun
They
ain't
deserve to
cleared.
be.
Hudson, start your bombing run. Copy that.
Okay, so I can do the grenade thing where you stick a grenade in their pocket, you throw them, and then they detonate and blow up their friends, which is sort of a. Again, these games are all drawing on other games. Like this is a Gears of War thing.
Mel, take out
Feels a
that
little
MG.
unnecessary.
Orders confirmed. Bombing strike imminent.
Mel, the bombers will be here any minute.
Coordinates confirmed. 1 minute to bomb strike.
Radio towers are still booting up. We got a chance.
I'm not sure what's weirder, the fact that all these Russians are carrying 1911s, which I execute them with, or the fact that I just keep throwing them on the ground after I fire them twice. Like, I could be collecting so many pistols.
All units be advised. We are scorching Earth. Clear all friendlies. Repeat, clear all friendlies.
Oh shit. Oh god damn it. I tried to blow him up, that did not work. Is there really a John Wick video game? Because that would be amazing. There was the John Woo video game, which was awesome. The sequel to Hard Boiled.
To bomb strike.
Oh yeah, there we go. That did feel a little hard. That's because clearly the game wants me to use the minigun. What exactly the power source is for this electronically actuated rotary cannon that I'm carrying around, or how exactly I have several thousand rounds of ammunition on my person to do it, is a little unclear, but you know what, we're going to roll with it. Also, why it counts as an assault rifle, unclear too.
Coordinates confirmed. 1 minute to bomb strike.
Radio towers are still booting up. We got a chance.
There we go.
Ground team zone is hot. You are danger close. Repeat, you are danger close.
Yes, it's exactly like, there's so many call-outs to like Commando and Predator and I'll play that game. That sounds awesome.
They did it, Mr. President. They stopped the nukes.
Thank God.
And the CIA.
Did they get Perseus?
No, sir. His whereabouts are unknown.
And a Russian response?
Nothing yet. We're seeing signs of confusion. It's possible this was all a rogue operation. Perseus may not have been following orders from Moscow.
Well, I'll be damned. Maybe we have something in common after all.
It's true. Both the U.S. and the Russians, we have something in common after all. We're both committed to a death drive, like terminal dialectics of
history. What's your situation down there? Come in. Woods, have you found them yet?
Over here! Give me a hand!
No, the reason they're using them is because we chose to be non-binary, right? So we're just a single person, but that's our pronoun.
Take my hand, Bell. We did it. This is a message to Perseus, and those that'll follow him. We don't just sit back and hope for the best. We'll make the best happen.
Again, we
This
put
is how
nuclear
wars
bombs
are
underneath
won,
every
Bell.
city in Europe, and this is how we're... That was also anticlimactic. The endings of these games are always not very good.
Do you have an
like
update on
we did Modern
Kashim
Warfare. Yeah.
Djibouti?
Yeah. With both he and Arash Kadavar dead, their terrorist network collapsed as surviving members fought for control. With no clear leadership in place, it appears the Soviets have decided to cut ties and clean up the mess. Approximately 72 hours ago, the militants' primary encampment was burned to the ground. Nothing but ashes. Apparently, the few survivors that escaped have scattered and gone into hiding.
Alright. In GED, the graphics, I don't know why the cutscene graphics are this slow. The Xbox isn't even hot. It hasn't been running all day.
What
It's
about
just
Anton
something
Bulba?
about the game renders poorly.
After his death, elements inside the GDR saw an opportunity to reduce the Russian mob's influence in East Berlin. 2 days ago, in a large-scale midnight raid, Stasi swept through the homes of anyone with connections to Volkov. Men,
We should defund the
women, and
Stasi, too.
children were all gone before the sun rose. This will be a major setback to underground Soviet activity in Europe.
How did the cleanup in
Oh,
Havana
Gratz.
go?
Thank you.
We were able to recover the remains of Agents Azalea and Park from the compound in Cuba. Their caskets are in transit to Tel Aviv and London, respectively. President Reagan personally reached out to their families.
During the Bay of Pigs, the U.S. used, I think, Alabama Air National Guardsmen
We've spoken to
to
them,
run air
their
support. Several of them died. We
understanding
lied to
of
their
this,
families for
please.
decades about it.
We owe them one. What about the rest of the team?
They got off Solovetsky before the Soviets could send in forces to investigate. It'll take some time to heal up, then it's back to work.
I love this the
We may have
Skyrim
stopped
music in the
Perseus,
back,
but
too.
his
It's
rats
really-
are still nesting all around us, thanks to the help of one of our own.
Well, we did finally get Aldrich. Son of a bitch. Perseus' network is still intact, though, and they'll eventually rebuild.
I plugged Tim Weiner's book, but on the last stream, but his history of the CIA, the chapter on the Aldrich James affair, is actually very
What about
interesting.
Europe?
Like what drives
Not
the
only did we stop a
sociopath at the
nuclear
CIA, like
attack,
to
we
be a
managed
double
to take out
agent of the
Major
CIA is
Vadim
interesting.
Rudnik. That should be a significant blow to Perseus' European network. We also flushed 2 of Rudnik's key assets down the shitter. There's one left, and eventually they'll hit the sewer too.
Such poetry, Hudson. And Bell,
Yeah, what about Bell?
Arctic air. Clears the head, doesn't it? Bell, you made 2 extraordinary sacrifices to stop Perseus. One was without your knowledge. The other, you made that decision of your own accord.
That's why it's so hard to liquidate you.
I just want you to know that this little thing that's happened with you and me, it was always for the greater good. You're a goddamn hero, you know that, kid. Heroes have to make sacrifices. That's why when I ask you for one more, I hope you understand. It was never personal.
That's how you know it's the 80s. Everyone is constantly smoking. I want to smoke constantly now and be like in the best shape of my life and like doing operatorship, but also just blasting parliaments like I was in high school again. It'd be amazing. All right. We died. All right. So that's the good ending of Call of Duty. Again, like how cynical is this, right? Like the good ending is you save America, and then America kills you. This music is pretty awesome, though. I will say that. All right. So yeah. Pretty awesome, actually. Okay. So this was AAA, the best that American gaming can throw at us. It was going back in time to do counterinsurgency, histrionics, to vindicate Forever War. It was about Clash of Empires, and everyone was consumed and destroyed. We're now going to shift gears from the hot shit of 2020 to a game that's nearly 10 years old now. Maybe, I don't even know how old it is. And that was produced by a group of Eastern Europeans. That's right, we're going to go play some DayZ. DayZ, if you may remember, is the mod of Arma. Was originally the mod of Arma 3, the sort of hardcore infantry simulator that was initially designed for the military, and which is now, and which was subsequently like repackaged as a survival game with like shooter characteristics, set in a post-apocalyptic northern European state called Chernobyl. And basically, you can play the game any way you want. Most people on the servers out there play it as a battle royale, to the last man, Hobbesian, homo lupus homo situation. Thanks to the administrations of a friend of stream and frequent guest, your friend Richard, Insurgencia in the chat right now. Richard has created a server which operates on different principles, and that's the Chernobyl Socialist Backpacking Club. And basically what happens there, instead of people murdering one another over cans of peaches and shit, is an exercise in survival, because it is still very hard, but also helping one another, right? So we're sort of playing the game against itself in an ateleological way. The goals are ones we set for ourselves. The goal I've been playing in the game is I've been building a fortress, but sort of like a place where I also intend to have guests over and grow food and to feed Chernobyl. And also, and this is the thing I'd like to do tonight, I want to grow a ton of weed. Richard has flipped the back seat, like back of the room server switch. You can now get cannabis seeds. So the goal tonight, taking a break from the horrors of Call of Duty and the horrors of the world, we're going to go to post-apocalyptic Chernobyl. There's going to be a lot of like inventory management. It's going to be a little slower. It's a very different pace. It's not a AAA game, but we'll have a party going. We'll put a link to the server in the stream. So if you want to join, if you have a console, if you have an Xbox, and you want to join the Chernobyl Socialist Backpacking Club, you can. There's a Discord server for that as well. And basically, you can learn actual real-world survival skills. So if you're like building a go bag, you can think about like, what goes in that go bag, and the game will teach you if you want to learn like certain types of basic like self-preservation skills. The game will teach you those too. But what we're going to do is we're going to log on with a bunch of folks, a bunch of friends, and we're going to try and find some primo seeds, and we're going to we're going to decarcerate a former gulag and just fields of green as far as the eye can see. And normally you don't want seeds in your cannabis, but we were looking for them, and we're just gonna, you know, there are no laws, right? It's post-apocalypse, so we're gonna grow food, we're gonna sustainably grow a whole bunch of strains of cannabis, we're gonna produce produce, we're gonna maybe even like do a little hunting. We should do a bear hunt at some point. I don't know. It's gonna be free form. Basically, we're all gonna hang out. You can hang around in the chat if you want. We'll do an AMA style thing. We'll just basically chill. It's gonna be a very, very different vibe, right? There isn't gonna be the Skyrim chorus. There isn't gonna be fake Reagan. There isn't gonna be trauma. All right. Take a few minutes to. We're gonna take a few minutes to set that all up. We'll be right back. Stick around. Post a link to the server. Come play DayZ with us. All right. DayZ is down for you. What? No. Are we paying respects to everyone? Ah! We should thank everyone.